guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. Today I want to talk about preparing for back to school. Stuff that I'm doing, how I'm using Dollar Tree items, just what is going on, what am I doing to prepare myself and my kids for going back to school. So we are doing virtual school. You guys may be going into the classroom, you may have already started, but these are some of my best tips on how you can do it in a budget-friendly way to help yourself, just to make it easier. One thing that I know for sure, a lot of us don't know what's going on. We're kind of just going with the flow, but I know being prepared is always better than just waiting until the middle of September and trying to get all these odds and ends all together. So take my advice, get prepared, and listen to these tips. If you guys are new here and have no clue who I am, hello, how are you? My name is Sarah. I'm from Philly. I'm a mom of 2 boys. I'm all about living life on a budget, so if you guys can relate to that, or if you're into that, definitely consider subscribing. If you guys have already been here before and you're a real one, I appreciate you guys so much. Sharing is caring. If you found this video helpful at all, please share it with a friend, share it on social media, or just share it with me. Let me know that you watched it. I appreciate it, and it really helps to let the channel not die. Give it a thumbs up as well. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Without further ado, let's get started on these back to school tips. Tip number 1 is to write down your daily schedule somewhere where everybody can see it. You want to make sure that your kids can see it, you can see it, and it's big enough that they know exactly what's going on. At Dollar Tree, they have these little guys. They're in the school supply section. It's from Teaching Tree. It's the Pocket Chart Scheduler. When it opens up, oh my god, all my papers just fell out. When it opens up, it has just all these little pockets that you can write down. Brush your teeth, have breakfast, get dressed, put your shoes on. One thing I'm huge on is trial and error. You try something, if it doesn't work, change it. There's no shame in changing it. I feel like trying to beat a routine that just does not work, trying to enforce that, it just causes chaos for everybody. We have always hated our basement area. Not that we hate it, we just call it the dungeon. There's wood paneling, it's dark, but that's where we're going to be doing school for Quincy. Since it's the first time going to school, I want to make sure that he's not near the TV, his game system, his brother. And I've been trying to set it up little by little, but I'm trying to get organization items, and I'll show you guys a sneak peek of it now. But once I have it all done, decorated and organized, I'll show you. But I've been trying just to collect some organization systems to hold things like the iPad that they give, the papers and the books that they give, so that they don't get mixed up and intermingled with the stuff from home. So definitely get those organizations together. Do not wait, because if it doesn't work, then you can fix it and improve it throughout the year. Number 3, fully stock your bathroom before school starts. Make sure that you have little systems for toothbrush and toothpaste. Dollar Tree does not have, it's so hard to find these anymore, but these were the pen organizers in the back to school section. Each kid has their own for toothbrush and toothpaste. They don't have to fight, they don't have to argue. You could have a little washcloth, you could put cotton balls, Q-tips, whatever your kids use in the morning. Make sure that it's fully stocked with that. Toilet paper is what we are stocking up on. Those things are necessities that you don't even think about, but you want to make sure that the morning is streamlined, it's easy, and you don't have any hiccups of fighting over toothpaste to get in your way. Number 4 is to create a meal plan that works for your family. Meal planning for back to school is the most important time for me, because we are busier. We have people going here, people going there, but because the kids are home for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I don't want to have to think about what I'm going to make them for lunch. I want to plan it for that week and have everything that I need and have it all done and ready. I think freezer meals is a great idea for this time, especially the first month of school, as we're getting back into the swing of things and trying to figure it all out. Give yourself a blessing, and one of the biggest blessings is meal plans. I'm going to create a free breakfast, lunch, dinner template for you guys to use. If you want to use it, I'll put the link for it in the description box below. All you have to do is sign up using your email, and you can get the template for free. So you can use it along with me. I am definitely going to be using it. I'm going to make sure before we go food shopping, we do our meal plan and we are completely prepared. So that goes into number 5. Number 5 is to grocery shop. Now you want to make sure that you're stocked full of good lunches, good snacks, depending on if they're going to school or not. You want to make sure that they're having healthy breakfasts. I feel like we can slack off come December, January, February when we're over it. But right now, give yourself that blessing of being prepared with really easy things. What I created for my kids over the summer was this snack station where they have access to drinks, to water, to snacks, all of their favorite things are just right here in front of me so that they don't have to ask. I'm going to stockpile that with all of their favorite things and then be prepared with the meal plan to feed them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So there is a lot more responsibility on the parents, but I think being prepared is one of the better things that you can do. So definitely grocery shop. If you want to get little bags of individual snacks, Dollar Tree has so many amazing ones, like little cookies and treats. You could just put them all in one of those Dollar Tree bins and they can go through and pick their own snacks. Also with grocery shopping, I shared in my Amazon's favorite this cereal dispenser that we have been using a ton. My husband even uses it. It's not super inexpensive, but it's been so practical. I fill it up with their favorite cereals, and also what I'm going to do, I have not done it, normally I'll just give them a regular bowl. I'm going to get the plastic Dollar Tree bowls, spoons, and cups, and I'm going to put those on the snack station too, so that if they want to have a bowl of cereal for breakfast, Dollar Tree has some of my favorite plastic bowls and cups and spoons for kids. Like, they have just a bunch of different options, so I think Dollar Tree is definitely where it's at for that kind of stuff. Number 6, to keep everybody on track, utilize a commands area. In this area you could have the family calendar, the school calendar, what's for dinner that day. It's just a place where everybody can go and get all of their questions answered. Once a month you could print out the school calendar so you know what's happening, what letter day it is, if there's any activities. My kids always like know, what day is it, what school letter day is it? They always like to know. You could put it in that area. Also in that area you could keep their book bags, their shoes, their water bottles, the keys to your car, anything that you need, and where all your questions get answered is going to be in that commands area. I think it's really good to keep the kids on track, to keep yourself on track, and just to be able to visually see. Number 7, we're still trying to make it fun. We're allowing the kids to pick out new sneakers. They can pick out a water bottle. Normally they're allowed to pick out their book bag and they look forward to that, but we are going to wait until they go back to school because I'm not sure if they're going to need it. But we're not going to take away all the fun back to school shopping. So the folders and all of the pencil cases and all those little things, I'm still going to try to make it fun for them and allow them to pick out things that they like, their style, and shoes is one thing that they're super excited about. So we're going to go to an outlet here. It's called Overtime. It's by Dick's Sporting Good. It's like by Franklin Mills Mall, so that they can pick out the shoes that they want, and they're super excited about that. Number 8, I saw from Danielle, from Daniela Diary. She mentioned this because her kids already went back to school, but she said doing a daily tidy. When the kids are doing virtual school, you're basically allowing a bunch of people into your house every day, so they're able to see whatever is on that screen. You can't walk around in your underwear, you can't have a whole bunch of mess in the background, so make sure whatever area your kid is going to be learning, tidy that area up. If your kid is going to be getting ready, make sure that their bedroom is clean. It just makes it so much easier. Especially for myself, when there's a whole bunch of mess, it makes me super stressed, and when I know people are going to be able to see it, it makes me even more stressed out. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm tidying the areas, the learning areas daily, that it doesn't get messy and junky, so that when they go to school, they know they sit down. I also got things like wet wipes to wipe down the tables. I'm going to make sure that each kid does that themselves. All the same tasks that they would have for keeping their station clean, I'm going to try to utilize at home too. But the background, Mom is going to make sure she's not having no mess in the background. Moving right along, regardless if they're going to school or not, you should build your supply stash. Typically, right in the middle of the year, teachers are asking for things like extra Lysol wipes, extra hand sanitizer, extra pencils. Your kids always needs extra. So once the back to school rush is over, you can really stock up on pencils, crayons, markers, all of those things at a discount. So try to use those discounted items as a way to build your supply stash. I've been stocking up on tons of crayons and markers since the beginning of the summer because I want to make sure that we have enough, because we're using all of the supplies at the house. So things that I wouldn't even typically get, staplers, stapler remover, we're going to get a printer, those kind of things. I've been trying to build my stash up because I want to make sure that we have it. I don't want to have to go and print it out at Staples every time I need something printed out. So definitely, depending on your budget, do not go overboard, but you can find some really good deals when back to school time kind of ends. When it dwindles down, normally those things get marked down and you can build your stash that way. I think a supply stash is essential because you don't know what's going to happen later on in the year if we're all going to be doing virtual learning or what. You want to make sure that you have all the supplies that you need right on hand. Number 10, after all that's done, we're going to go through the list that the school provided and we're going to make sure, double check that we have everything. If you guys want to see what was on our kindergarten and 4th grade list, I'll post it in a doc so that you guys can see. It was super small compared to what it normally is, but I got a bunch of doubles because I don't know how fast they're going to use the things. But you guys can check out that list if you want to see what our school is using for virtual learning. And it was like a lot of the same basic stuff. They provided things like the Chromebook, like I said, the iPad for the kids, and you just needed to have like pencils and crayons and glue. But check out the doc if you want to see the list. Number 11, get yourself a planner. It could be a paper planner, it could be a digital planner, whatever it is. Plan out your week. I feel like this is just giving yourself a little bit of grace, not allowing yourself to just wing it. I have done that for so long. I am like that type of person, messy organized. I'll go through ebbs and flows of being super organized, super on it, but whenever I'm on it, I just feel so much more relaxed. I know what day of the week it is. I know what we have going on. I know what I have committed myself to, and you can do the same for your kids. Writing down your to-do list in your planner is always a good thing. Every day I always say set your intentions and make your to-do list. Even if you don't get anything done on that to-do list, at least you visually see what needs to be done and you can carry it over to the next day. If you're a complete sloth like me sometimes and don't move off the couch, some days, you guys, it's just like that. Some days you don't have it in you. But when you set your intentions and you make the effort, sometimes you get it done a little bit more. You're like, oh, I have this to-do list sitting here. Let me go take out the trash. Number 12, I would definitely recommend starting an emergency kit or replenishing your emergency kit. So having Band-Aids, wipes, alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, Neosporin, all of those things for little scrapes and cuts, because you don't want to be in the middle of a virtual session and your kid gets a paper cut and is screaming bloody murder because they have blood coming. When my kid was in school, whenever he would come home and he had a little scrape, or he would always want me to clean it and put a Band-Aid on it, make sure you have everything that you need. You can find so many of those things super inexpensive at Dollar Tree. Number 13, this is coming from years of mishaps, and I am totally doing this. Organize your car. Set up organization in your car so that you have extra water bottles, you have pens, pencils, maybe you have some extra little emergency kits in there in case they get a cut, a bruise, or a scrape. You don't know how many times I went to sign papers for Bobby and I did not have a pen in the car. Set up a station in your car. Don't just be organized in your house, be organized in your car as too. And I think pen, pencil, water bottle, like extra bottles of water, and the emergency kit is perfection for in the car. Number 14, do not be afraid to ask for help. You might have to ask family members, neighbors, classmates. Lean into people if you are in a situation where you need help. Everybody does not know what's going on. Everybody is just as confused. Don't be afraid to send a classmate an email. Sometimes they always give you like the parents' emails to say, hey, do you know this? Do you know that? I am here to help. I am offering my help. I'm in a good situation where I don't have to worry about going to work, but there's other people out there that are struggling to make the best decision for them and their family. So if you do need help, ask for help. And if you're able to help others, go out of your way to help somebody else, because we all need it. And when you do it, it will come back tenfold. Last but not least, number 15, start and continue whatever traditions you had. I think this year is one of the best years to start a new tradition for back to school, but do not take that back to school picture because you think it's just virtual learning. Get them out there with the sign in their uniform if you have to, and take that first day of school picture. School pictures, I will set up a little station to do school pictures if they're not in school, to take the school pictures. You can continue things like writing encouraging notes on their lunch. You can have a pizza party to celebrate the last week of school. You can set up balloons on the first day of school. All those things are super inexpensive, but it's about starting something to let them know, like, this is not just any other year. This is going to be the best year. Even though it's super chaotic, you can raise the excitement level of your kids by just doing small things. And I think the small things that you can find at Dollar Tree, balloons, writing the little notes all over the house or in their lunch, you can do things like that for no money at all. It's just about putting in the effort, and that is one thing that I am looking forward to the most. So those were all of the back to school prep tips that I have for you guys, all the things that I'm doing myself. Be sure to let me know what you did, what you plan to do, any other tips or advice, information that you guys have. Put it in the comment section down below. Not only does it help me, but it helps other people that read the comments. So don't be stingy with that advice, girl. Put it down in the comments, because sharing is caring. As always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all of my real ones that have made it to the end. If you're a real one and you're still here, leave the hidden word smacks in the comment section down below. I'd love to see who uses the hidden word in a funny, snarky, cute kind of way. It lets me know who made it to the end and who all the real ones are. So leave the word smacks in the comment section down below, and I will feature a few of you guys in my next video. Here are a few from my previous video. I love you guys so much. I hope you're all safe, happy, and healthy, and excited for a new school year to come. New school year means new fall season, and it's just an exciting time. So embrace it, own it, be prepared, and don't stress, because it's going to be all good, y'all. It's going to be so good. All right, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye, you guys.